What's up, y'all? It's the Boosh Bag. Miss Boosh Bag. To you. Okay, it is early morning, or early to me, because I didn't go to bed till like 2:33, and I needed to get up at 5 to get my husband up for jury duty, and yeah, he didn't even let the alarm go off, so I didn't wake up till like 6:30 or whatever. But I watched what the hell is this? I watched Love and Hip Hop last night, and I did my notes, so I only have to do Basketball Wives today. Hopefully I could get that up at a reasonable time. I just let the video Real Housewives, the reunion part 1, I just put that live like a couple of minutes ago, like at 7:31, and it's 7:35. I was gonna let it be posted at 9, which would make it 12 on the East Coast. People can watch it for lunch, but child, I need them extra hours because, you know, posting late, you don't get that many views. So the sooner the better, I guess. But don't do it at 4 o'clock in the morning, because that is a very bad time and you don't be getting no views. Yeah, just don't do that. All right, okay. This one ended. Okay, so Carly goes to see Sierra. And she's like, well, look, I don't even know who the girl is that's supposed to be her friend. But she was like, yeah, I heard some drama went down over at Jocelyn's thing. So she was like, yeah, I was there. I was chilling. And this girl that I told you I don't like, lovely Mimi, was there. And she and her, I'm trying to help you, but in a really bitchy kind of way, told me that my husband is messing around with Mariah, my assistant. And she was like, no, she didn't. It's like, yes, she did. So I told my husband, oh, you know what, swing by. And I told her, girl, this thing is so good, so positive, it's going to get you some money. Whatever. Come by. They both showed up. And I asked him, and he was just like, yeah, it's true. So she was like, wow, that's fucked up. So basically, Mariah got fired, of course. And she said that she thought of Mariah like family. Like, she can't even believe that, that she was that damn dumb. Ugh, gross. Yeah, that she was that damn dumb and had this girl around her like every day, and her husband basically made a fool of her. And Carly is basically telling her, you know what, you should talk to her old girl right there, you know, Mariah. And she was like, I'm gonna fuck around, fuck that little bitch up. She was like, but you know, you only gonna get like the true story of like what fucking happened if you want to like clear it up, because she's saying they got kids together, their life was perfect, like why would he jeopardize their marriage and all of that. She was like, well, Mariah's gonna be the one you're gonna need to talk to. She was like, so you can't fuck her up, because you got to be nice to people if you want, you know, answers and stuff like that. So and I was thinking, I was like, Carly's a little intent on this information getting known, you know. So I'm wondering if she was gonna take her little raggedy ass and try to ask the girl herself. You see how she keep getting in people's business right now, going circumventing motherfuckers, asking questions for them. Miss fucking investigative reporter all of a sudden. Waka is out with Charlie. Yeah, the little girl, Tammy's little daughter. Supposedly he think of her like his own daughter. He loves her. He still have little dates with her, take her out and all that stuff. So he with her, and he trying to basically, I ain't gonna say brainwash, get her on his side. So he was like, well, I need to get mommy back. I mean, don't you miss me there and all of this? And she's like, yeah, I do miss you. I want you to move back in. He was like, so you gotta help me. So what gift could I get her? He was like, so some purses? Like, no. Shoes? No. And she was like, maybe like a beautiful restaurant in Paris. He was like, I already took her there. Basically, she was like, well, shit, I don't know. She got everything. She don't need none of this bullshit. Don't get her a dog though, because I be having to pick up the shit, and that's where you're wrong. Okay, don't bring no more shit. No more shit makers up in the house. So he's telling her that he really needs something good. So he's asking her to basically talk him up. Be telling her that, you know, you miss me, and be asking her to call and like stuff like that. Like, be working on my behalf over there, little girl. So yeah, supposedly that's what she gonna do. She like, yeah, I got you. Tommy is making Chardonnay. It's her first company that she ever owned. I'm saying you don't have money for a little while. I probably had started like 12 businesses and I'm broke as hell. I mean, sure, my businesses are not, they're not prospering very well. But at least I've been trying. I mean, damn, what took you so long? And your first one gonna be wine? All right, anyway. She naming her wine LaDawn because it already got the name Dawn, the word Dawn in it, and she's a Dawn. This was she telling the motherfucker that's helping her with the formula for her motherfucking wine. A little old ass white man, old as hell. She in there talking. I mean, she must be drunk already, because she just be talking nonsense, rambling. You know, I'm gonna name it LaDawn. You know what? Cause that's what I am. I'm a boss. I know he like, what the fuck do the word Dawn got to do with a bar? Yeah, that's some hood ghetto shit. But yeah, okay. Or maybe it's mafia. I don't know. Whatever. She was like, you know, cause I figure that instead of just drinking it, I could be selling this, right? And I could get my money back. Cause that's a boss move. The man is like, yeah. Sure it is. She cussing at him, talking, and then, you know, and then the nigga did this and blah, blah, blah. And they bleep it out, I'm sure, the word nigga over and over again. And I'm like, why? Oh, I hate when black people use the word nigga in front of white people. Especially in a business transaction. You would think that is hardly done, but apparently it's the norm for people like motherfucking Tommy. So he just don't know what she talking about. She just rambling and yeah, I'm a motherfucking dog and these niggas don't, you know, you gotta elevate yourself and shit, cause niggas be, and he like, yeah, can we just drink the wine, bitch? Can we move this along? KK comes in, and KK is not really fucking here for it. She was like, okay, I'm happy that she's trying to, you know, better herself and everything. This bitch is a drunk. She's an alcoholic, and she do not need to be starting a wine business. What is KK wearing? That's number one. Okay. I might just go to her channel and ask her in the comments, what the fuck was you wearing? Why are you wearing it? Okay. Well, whatever. I guess she ain't that old, and I hate when people put an age on. Like you can't wear certain things because of your age. Because motherfuckers say dumb shit like that to me and get kindly cussed out. Okay. My nappy little fro hawk over here. Yeah. But she was showing a great deal of thigh, which I think probably could have been too much thigh even for a much younger girl who doesn't have grandchildren and a little bit less cellulite. But whatever. Get your sexy on, girl. Ain't nobody mad. Alright, so she basically tell Tommy, you was alcoholic. And Tommy is mad because she tried to tell her, okay, I'm not a fucking alcoholic because I don't drink every day. She was like, you don't drink every day? No, I don't have to drink every day. Okay, you don't have to, but do you? No, I don't. Then she go on this motherfucking rant. I take my kids to school and I do their hair and I pay my bills and I'm able to maneuver through life. Like, can alcoholics do that? Yes, anybody could do that, especially since most bills are paid online. Doing hair, I mean, I didn't see much extravagance going on in the first place, and slap it up in some braids, that little girl. Yes, alcoholics do that. You don't hear people be like, my mother was drunk and my mother used to drive me to school and be in her robe and all kind of stuff. Yes, people mothers take them to school even when they drunk and all kind of other shit. Unless, you mean, you passed out and you sleep in the morning, but you can just maneuver that. There are functional alcoholics, okay? And if you took your ass to Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, then you would know such a thing. Yeah, she was like, no, it's just so much shit going on in this world, everything be good. I just be drinking just so I could deal, you know what I mean? Yes, bitch, you know what she mean. That's what the fuck she telling you. Regular people don't need alcohol to deal with life. So if you needed to deal with life, then you're a drunk. And it doesn't matter how many days you drink or that you take a fucking day off and all of that other motherfucking stuff. So, well, she like, my vices is basically, it's only wine. I mean, it could be worse. I'm not, doing the worst shit. And KK like, I think that she should really seek some professional help. So she was like, well, damn, I brought her down here and I thought that she would be like in my corner, but she's trying to dog my shit out. And, I thought that they might get into a fight. Because you know how motherfucking Tommy get all fucking emotional and shit. And then she just fucking start lashing the fuck out. She crazy as hell. She damn sure do need some motherfucking psychological help. So, is telling her, she was like, okay, so you gonna invite me here to a motherfucking wine tasting. You were supposed to be starting a business and you need to be sober to do it. I'm like, drinking even sips of wine is still not sobriety. Okay, that's what that isn't. She was like, and we're gonna keep on tasting different kinds and all of this, unless it's just one kind of motherfucking wine, and you taste them like, all right, that's good, and then that's the end of the damn tasting. You got one wine, okay. We're gonna keep on tasting this shit, and we're gonna become intoxicated. You do not need to be intoxicated. I think that you need to seek professional help for your drinking problem. And she's maintaining that she don't have a motherfucking, she ain't got no alcohol problem, even though everything that she said means exactly that she does have a motherfucking drinking problem. So now we got Waka talking to his mom, Miss Deb. Hey, Miss Deb. All right, I don't know why I like her. Yeah, and she basically telling him, I mean, okay, so you telling me that you want Tammy back, you want your family back, you miss them, blah, 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 blah. But, I mean, you gonna have to just make things motherfucking better. He was like, well, I came there with my suitcase and stuff, and she gave me a dog pillow and told me to sleep in the car. She was like, well, I don't know what you expected. You just gonna walk in and everything's gonna be forgiven. I mean, he fucked up too many damn times, and he gonna have to come up with something motherfucking good, because he broke her trust, and now, I mean, she don't have no reason to trust him. So you gotta give her a motherfucking reason to trust you, and you just gotta keep trying. So either you're gonna do what you need to do to get back this little girl that you say you love, and this woman that you say you love, you don't want to live without, and all of this. You're gonna do what you need to do, or if you ain't really into it, let it go. Leave them motherfuckers be, okay? She's like, but for real, you need to fix it, okay? So I'm telling you, you can have a choice, but you don't really have no choice, because ain't no other bitches coming up in my house, okay? So fix that. He's like, damn. All right, Stevie railroaded Jocelyn in court, which we already knew he was going to do, I guess, from last week. He asking for full fucking custody and for her to get drug tested. I'm like, oh shit. Okay. She mad as hell. She was like, first of all, he put those charges or, filed this against me when we were mad and we weren't speaking. So when we started talking again, he could have just, taken it back, whatever it is when you take away whatever files or charges or whatever, just withdraw them. Okay, I believe that's the word. Okay, is that the word? Yeah. Why didn't he withdraw his fucking claim? That's tacky as hell. And he's like, well, I did this when I was mad. So he even seems to be acknowledging that he could have stopped this. So don't be acting like now you're like, oh man, I didn't really mean for that to happen. There was nothing I could have done. What could I have done to have changed this whole thing? You could have just not did it if you didn't want it motherfucking done. Yeah, so she like, basically, how the fuck somebody on probation and in and out of motherfucking rehab want to take my motherfucking baby from me? And he haven't even been claiming the baby for all of this motherfucking time, and it took all of this shit to get him to take this DNA test, and he don't even have the fucking results for it, but yet he thinking that he gonna take my baby. She's like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take my motherfucking baby, and we taking our asses to motherfucking Miami. And I was like, I know that's right, girl. I know that's right. Okay. Jock is performing. I hate to keep asking people in Atlanta stuff, but apparently I just cover a lot of motherfucking shows that's in Atlanta. All the shows that I cover are in Atlanta, huh? Little Women in Atlanta, Real Housewives of Atlanta, and what the hell is this? Love and Hip Hop. Okay. It seems like I got a little trend. That's where apparently people like to watch shows from those things, because they are getting the most views, and I got to go where the views at, honey. All right, so yeah, is Jock a big star there? Do y'all know him? Would someone say ask for his autograph if you were to see him on the street? Would you be taking pictures like, oh my God, Jack, can I get a picture though? That's how I used to be with Tretch from Naughty by Nature. I was like, oh my God, Tretch, I don't believe this shit. Oh, again. And I had seen you at the beach. Do you remember me? You're like, bitch, you know how many motherfuckers went at the beach? He didn't remember. But yeah, okay. Let me know that about the jockster. All right, Tommy and Dime are there. And he's saying he want to know about the fight that Tommy had with Treasure. And Dime wants to know what's up with motherfucking Tommy and Jock, because she's also friends with Carly, right? So she's asking them, like, are y'all just doing this to get back at Carly? And Tommy's like, bitch, I never even fucking think about her. Like, she never even comes up in conversation. She was like, I just be hanging with Jock because he's a cool ass nigga, you know what I mean? And she was like, so nobody gonna tell Carly or nothing? And she was like, Jock, I mean, I think it's up to you. You know, I'm friends. She don't want no beef to start from motherfuckers feeling like she phony or whatever. Backfires for her, right? But yeah, she think that Carly needs to know. And he like, well, everybody talking to me like me and Carly in a exclusive relationship. I mean, she could be dating a whole bunch of other guys and I wouldn't even care. Like, okay, but you care that your ex baby mama is fucking around with somebody else, but the girl that you dating right now, you don't care if she would. Boy, the way you motherfuckers showed out last week. Okay, so he was like, look, Tommy, what's up with you and Treasure? Like, I heard that y'all fought. And she was like, how the fuck you know Treasure? He was like, oh, well, she the homie. I got her job down at the radio station and she's shadowing me. And yeah, because she want to get into radio. And Tommy kind of went off and said some shit about she did this bitch in the dark and she making shadows from motherfuckers she can't hold candles to or whatever the fuck she was talking about. Okay. But it seemed like she got very, very jealous. Like, it never occurred to her that she could just, if she want to break into music, instead of trying to go through Stevie and offering to fuck him or whatever fuck she called herself doing when she had that hole in her pants last year, then she could go to the radio station and get a legitimate internship. She could be shadowing. She could be in the know. She could be around celebrities and things like that. I think she got jealous. It seemed like that was just a jealous ass rant, like right after that. I'm like, okay. I mean, I get it. She don't like Treasure, but whatever. So she was like, well, she invited me to a spa. And then she started talking crazy. So I slapped her around a little bit. I made her fruit salad. And Jessica's like, bitch, I thought you said you changed. And you out here fighting and shit. She was like, well, it take time. I mean, it don't happen just overnight. First of all, not only do it not happen overnight, it don't happen if you don't actually, you know, do it. Saying that, oh, I'm gonna change, and then actually not change it, because she's telling every motherfucker body that she's trying to change. She is not going to therapy no more. She is not going to therapy. She is not seeking any help for her anger management, because clearly she does not know. Her understanding of anger management in her motherfucking head is for other people to completely change around her. For the world to become different. Not for her to actually fucking change. So I've been trying to be calm. When? Because I ain't seen the bitch be calm yet. Bitch, you need help. You need a great deal more fucking anger management counseling. Motherfucker need to sedate your motherfucking ass. You need to be sedated. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, she's talking all of that shit. And she tells them about her wine taste. And she invites them. And Diamond's like, you ain't gonna be drinking all your own shit, right? You ain't gonna be getting high on your own supply. The same shit that KK said. She was like, cause she liked to drink. And I mean, some things just don't make no motherfucking sense. And she was like, no, well, with y'all there, you know, I'll drink less. I'm wondering, because this is about the second, third time she done said that, how does someone else's alcohol consumption affect her alcohol consumption? Does she mean that if they weren't there, that as many bottles of wine that were around, she would drink all of them, but because other people are there, she won't drink all of them? or that they're going to drink wine until every drop is gone. So if that's her goal, to drink every drop of wine, then other people being there to drink some of it will, you know, circumvent her from drinking all of it. I mean, that has to be the reasoning behind her thinking that other people drinking wine would make her drink motherfucking less. Get some help, girl. I mean, for real. It's all motherfucking ridiculous. Oh, I forgot to say, because I wasn't reading exactly from my notes. I'm just saying a sentence or a word and just talking, right? When she was talking to KK, and KK poo-pooed on her fucking idea, she was like, well, I want my mother to be there, and KK told her to, you know, do that. She encouraged her to reach out to her mother, be the bigger person. Okay. Sierra goes to see Mariah like Carly suggested. Okay, so Carly didn't do the shit she'd been doing. And she was like, okay, well, I had to calm down over some days or whatever. Apparently, Scooter, he got kicked out. And Mariah's fired and all of that. But she's there, and she was like, okay, but I mean, tell me what happened. Tell me how it went down. And she was like, basically, when we were at your, I can't remember what it was, book signing, it was something, and he was drunk, and you asked me to take him home. Basically, he was loaded. He kept on groping me and touching on me and stuff. And at some point, you know, I was drunk too. Whatever happened. And out of the blue, fucking Sierra's like, that's some bullshit. First of all, I mean, how? I mean, you have the body of a 13-year-old little boy. And she was like, a 13-year-old boy? I'm a grown-ass woman. And blah, blah. But this is what's funny, because I said the same motherfucking shit. When she got out that car with her flat ass butt and her body is about this motherfucking big, and the wig is ridiculous. It just made her just seem like a fucking transvestite at that fucking point. A very thin, uncurvaceous one at that. I'm like, girl, yes, she fucking called it. That bitch looked like a little ass boy. I mean, it's ridiculous. But she didn't have to call her out, because she needed a little bit more motherfucking information than that. So yeah, after that, the conversation probably, it totally went bad. And then she was like, you know, I don't even care what you say anyway, because you're basically just a joke to me. And that's when Sierra took out her purse and commenced to try to whoop that ass. And everybody had to come out and grab them and everything. And Sierra's leaving. She was like, whatever, so stupid ass bitch. But if your husband did admit to sleeping with this girl, okay, for a long period of time, and giving her all kinds of money, thousands and thousands of dollars, I don't know why she came out and said that to her. I mean, you can still be thinking that she is dressed like a little boy, but you do, I mean, not dressed, that she's shaped like a boy, a little boy, a very young, nubile young man. But you do know that your husband fucked her and thought it was good enough to keep on paying her off. So why act like you don't believe it? I mean, do you think your husband lied when he said that he was hitting it? Because that don't make no sense. So you know that he was. So now to be like, bullshit, it didn't happen because I don't find you attractive. He couldn't have found you attractive. That's dumb. That's why girls don't understand. Well, some women don't understand certain shit about cheating. Yeah, it's not what you think is a good thing. Like, why would you cheat with her? She's not even classy like me. Oh my gosh, she's not even educated like me. She doesn't do this like me. Like, he didn't want to be with you. He wanted to be with somebody else. This is a different person. She different. He don't have to pick women that are all the same. There's that. Okay, Charlie is talking to Tammy. Tammy want to be nosy. She want to know what happened on Charlie's little date with Waka. So she was like, well, what's up? And Charlie's like, well, I really miss him. Don't you miss him? And she was like, yeah. Don't you love him? Yeah. But if a man don't treat you good, you know, like the queen or the princess that you are, then you have to, like, move on, or you have to leave. You have to do something. And that's what I'm doing. I mean, do you understand? And she was like, yeah, I do understand, but I think that y'all could probably have fun if y'all went on a date together. Like, could you please go on a date with him? Could you please, please, please? And she was like, well, he told me. That's how I know that it's true, because he said that he missed you too, okay? And I trust him. And she was like, all right, well, that makes one of us. She was like, no, but then you said that I was a part of you, like half. Like, if I'm half of you and I trust him, then that means that you trust him. Yeah, that ain't how it go, Charlie, but that's a cute little explanation. And she like, all right, so she's supposed to be thinking on it. I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen, but you know, she ain't gung-ho about the shit, that's for sure. She's like, I don't think about it. Okay, Jocelyn and Stevie get back the results. So Jocelyn's so scared to open it because she thinks that because Stevie got money, that he was somehow able to get somebody else to take his test for him. Okay, I stopped the camera one, did something else, and now my hair all discombobulated. She think he got somebody else. Well, it's not a pee test. It was just like the spit. Somebody else to go and spit on the thing. Why would some other man go and pretend to be your kid's father? Oh, I guess because they won't know who the man is unless they do, because he might already taken a test, and then that man would have to start paying your child support. Girl. All right, but that's what she thought. So her brother is there. Her brother's gonna have to open it for her because she tripping. Stevie's lawyer calls him, and he also got the news, and he's like, well, I've been wanting to talk to her because, you know, we are talking now, but ever since the court thing, she been ignoring me. The only thing she'll do is like send me back some crazy ass text messages or whatever. She's telling her brother that she don't want like him in her daughter's life at all, because she was like, well, I know he's the only one that I lay with, but you know, he just took me through too much shit, and this little motherfucking lawsuit thing that he got against me. She was like, no, he's gonna cut a check and he's never gonna see his fucking daughter. I really don't think that's gonna happen. I think that Stevie, if not a good man, definitely is a man that seems to care about his children. Well, the girls anyway, and Bonnie's gonna be a girl, so yeah, I don't see that happening, even with him maybe being in and out of rehab or whatever. Like, judges don't just be like, okay, well, children don't need a father. Was he abusive to you? Did he beat you? Did he shoot you up with drugs? Did he send you into prostitution? No, he stopped you from being a stripper and gave you a career. Kind of the reason that you're even on the show, like that sort of stuff. Did he do good things for you? Like, girl, that ain't gonna fly. Just because he wants full custody doesn't mean that he can get any custody. So she gonna have to really, really, really badmouth him and smear his motherfucking name in order to, you know, do all of that. His lawyer is like, well, look, all right, you the motherfucking father, 99.993% or some shit like that. So y'all need to, you know, squash out differences and come together for this kid. So there's that. Tommy little raggedy ass wine tasting. Oh my God, is all of this about the wine tasting? Yeah, all the rest of the notes is about this ghetto happenstance. All right. Scrappy and Joe are there supporting. They were like, I'm here, supporting home, you know what I mean? I don't know what's up. What I think is so cute about Scrappy, he's ridiculous. He's literally ridiculous. He's illiterate. He's pure nonsense, but he just seemed like kind of like a nice guy. I just like him, whatever. And of course she invited Jock, so he's there. Rashida's there, and everybody's surprised to see her because she's been hiding out, I guess embarrassed or whatever. Everybody talking about her. She's the talk of the town, and they're like, what's up? And she was like, you know what, I'm sick of hiding. I came out, I want to have some motherfucking wine and have some fun like every fucking body else and let that shit go for now, you know. Kiki come and let her speak. Oh, why write Kiki? KK. Yeah, okay. KK comes and she was like, I got a surprise for you. I got something for you. And she let her talk to Scrap de Leon, the boyfriend that I don't know was her boyfriend or not, because motherfuckers saying that was fake. I don't know. Basically, she can't go see him or nothing like that because she is a felon. She says she forgave him for cheating on her with all of the people that he was cheating with, and she always gonna have some sort of love for him, so she seems happy. I mean, she's smiling ear to motherfucking ear on that phone. She's like, oh my god, hey, yeah, I'm here with my wine tasting, and I'm so glad that you're supporting me. And child, you could not wipe that motherfucking smile off her face. So whatever, she goes and she is thanking everybody for being there, right? And she introduces lovely Mimi, because she walks in and everybody looking at her like a motherfucking space cadet, because she always coming in looking crazy as hell, with all this ridiculous ass hair colors and everything. So she introduces her to everybody, and everybody's like, oh hey. And Mimi is telling Tommy how proud she is of her. Anybody that's trying to better their lives and blah blah blah, even from humble beginnings, she think that that's good, because there's so many people that, you know, try to stay in the same spot on purpose their whole motherfucking life. Tommy's happy. Everybody's receptive to her little idea and everything. She even happy that KK there, supposedly. Lovely Mimi gonna be like, oh, what's up, Dime? I ain't seen you since Jocelyn's video. And Tommy's like, you went to Jocelyn's video thing? And she was like, yeah. Well, girl, look, you know how you be saying you turned over a new leaf, right? I mean, I just think that Jocelyn, and then Tammy is like, oh, did she do your nails? Because Mimi was there talking about how she was getting a nail shop. She found a location. She be doing that. She be doing y'all nails with all y'all glitter and shit. She's so ghetto. So Tammy like, did she do your nails? And she was like, well, everybody seemed to be kind of talking over stuff or whatever. And Dime is like, I know this motherfucking Miss Piggy face ass bitch ain't fucking interrupting me or whatever. So I actually thought she was talking about lovely Mimi, because she is a little piggish in the face, piggish about the face. But no, she was talking about Tammy, and she was like, that bitch interrupted me, and she know I don't even motherfucking like her. And I'm like, really? Another person that don't like Tammy? But you know, she don't like Bambi, right? Because of the whole thing when she was trying to get with Scrappy. And Tammy and Bam are supposed to be best friends, even though Bam is like never on the show any motherfucking more. But whatever. Tammy and Harliana no more neither. I mean, she's not a hip-hop artist, and she is not with her hip-hop artist. So there's not much love in that hip-hop. You know what I mean? So, yeah. She fucking starts going off on Tammy. She was like, you know what, Tammy? You need to calm down. She was like, calm down for what? Like, what the fuck is you know what, bitch? Don't ever talk to me. And then it just gets into this big ass thing with everybody yelling. And because, well, mostly Tammy and Dime, because Tammy get up to throw her motherfucking drink. And everybody come, all the security, they grabbing them and separating them or whatever. And she was like, I don't throw drinks. I'll whoop bitches' asses in real motherfucking life. And she just going off. And the whole thing, it seems to be, okay, because Tammy don't even know that the motherfucker mad at her, or don't, you know, got some sort of beef with her. Apparently, Jessica Dime is mad because on Instagram, Tammy said that women over 30 should be wearing, you know, weird color hair and pink hair and all of that stuff. So you need to watch the kind of things that you be saying, because you never know who you could offend. But then she said something about them being in the DMs. I'm like, did Tammy reach out, like DM her specifically to be like, I think that your choice of hair color is inappropriate? Or, I mean, why was they in the DMs? Or did Tammy just post that and then Jessica contacted her in the DMs like, but I got pink hair, and then she didn't back down from her stance? Or something. Like, I don't know what happened. It don't make no sense. But come on now. If Tammy just, you know, reached out to Dime and to tell her that she don't think that her hair is appropriate for her age, then that's out of motherfucking line. And bitch, you should have known why she was mad. But I just don't think that she did that. She doesn't seem to be that illogical. But this shit don't make no motherfucking sense. Okay, so it's childish as hell. It don't, I mean, clearly, this ain't the first motherfucking person that told you that this is fucking childish for you to have this little kid ass hair. Walking around looking like motherfucking My Little Pony and shit. Like, you know that it's for a certain type of person. Okay, let's say that. It's not very revered in the corporate world. All right. It ain't even revered, and you can't even get a job at the damn mall with pink hair unless you're gonna work at Hot Topic or something. You can't work at no department store. You can't work at Macy's and Sears, and they be like, what about that situation on your head? Yeah, that don't fly. You can't do nothing with that motherfucking pink ass hair. Except work on your own, I guess. Start a company of your own where it doesn't matter if you take it seriously or not. Let me stop, because now it seems like I hate people with funny color hair as well. And I don't want to come off like that. Okay, so Tammy is like, I don't even understand what the fuck is the problem, because all I was trying to do was change the subject from Jocelyn, because talking about Jocelyn is just going to get Tommy all upset. Rashida's just listening to all of this. She was like, this is a hot ass mess. But I'm just glad that motherfuckers is gossiping about somebody other than me for a motherfucking change, because she's fucking over it. And she telling Tammy, cause they still fighting, yelling and shit and whatever. Fuck you, bitch. I'll beat your ass. You can't whip me though. You can't. You just a pass around. She was like, I've been married with my dude for like 5 years. Like, how the fuck I'm a pass around? I don't get that either. I just don't see that from Tammy, especially with her having a kid, and you know, she just don't seem that way. She seems kind of a little bit more meek. Yeah, I don't think she's passive. She's more meek. She seems a little bit more sensible. She don't seem like a pass around. And maybe she was, and then she grew up, or I don't know. Or maybe she never was, and Jessica just talking some bullshit. Either way, Tommy tell Dime, look, you need to leave. And she was like, oh, that's your friend, bitch? That's your friend? So now she's mad about her even having spoken to Jocelyn. She throw a drink at her, and then they get ready to fight. Bitch, get the fuck out. Blah, blah, blah. Get the fuck out of my shit. And so they're holding Tommy back here, and now Dime is over here. So now everybody trying to fucking fight Dime. She throw her drink at her. She mad about Jocelyn video shoot because she... Oh, okay. I'm like, well, why am I reading this? Because she's... Okay, yeah. So she was like, first of all, this bitch, Jocelyn, had me put in jail. She the reason that I'm on motherfucking bail right now. And my life is fucked up. And basically, like, you ain't gonna come inside of my motherfucking party, my wine tasting, defending that bitch. And I'm like, defending her how? Literally nothing was happening to Jocelyn. Nobody was talking about Jocelyn. Nobody said something about Jocelyn, and she was like, hey, don't say that. She didn't defend her in any way. So I don't know. Tommy drunk apparently already. She wasn't defending her. Defending her from what? Who was attacking Jocelyn? Who was like, fuck Jocelyn, I can't stand that bitch? Nothing happened. She wasn't defending her. She told you she didn't finish her sentence, but she was telling you about turning over a new leaf. Yeah. KK is like, you know what? This is all fucked up, because Tommy worked really, really hard on this event, and now the only thing people gonna remember is this motherfucking fucked up ass little fight, this bullshit. But then, I mean, Tommy starts this motherfucking fight at her own event. She tried to throw it off a little bit of it over on acting like Dime had fucked off Tammy, her friend, and Dime did. That was tacky as motherfucking hell. But she was really mad about the Jocelyn shit. So if Tammy hadn't stopped Jessica Dime and Jessica Dime finished telling her story, Tommy was still going to throw a drink on her and call her a bitch and try to fight. So it was gonna be a fight regardless. So don't fucking act like you was sticking up for Tammy or no shit like that. Bitch, you are ghetto and fucked up and drunk as hell, and you was gonna do that ignorant shit at your own event. You was gonna fuck up your own event for your business that you just started and want people to take seriously. You was gonna fuck up your own event because somebody went to somebody else's event, because somebody decided that they wanted to hear somebody else's side of the motherfucking story. She is too fucking ghetto, and she paranoid as hell. So when they're leaving, she was like, and now she friends with Jocelyn and shit. You know, that got me thinking like that she a motherfucking informant. Bitch, Jocelyn is not a cop. She ain't a cop. Informant is the wrong word. And this bitch is fucking paranoid as fucking hell. So you think that she she come in and hanging around with your motherfucking extremely ghetto fucking ass so she could go back and tell Jocelyn, because apparently Jocelyn is so extremely concerned with your motherfucking life. Oh my God, I wonder what's going on with Tommy. Please, could you go for no money at all? Or what? Is she supposed to be paying her? Could you go and find out things about her so that I could just know, you know, for my own personal satisfaction? Nobody gives a fuck about you, Tommy. Yeah. So everybody starts, you know, ranting about her and whatever. And, well, no, Tommy is ranting about Jessica Dime and blah, 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 and that bitch, and she in the form member. And she just all negative at her shit, and they keep trying to change the subject. Scrappy like, this rhyme good, though. Yeah, it is good. Yeah, thank you. So she like, well, thank you for, you know, all y'all that's real up in here supporting me. And lovely Mimi is like, you know, I apologize for opening the Pandora's box. I did not know that it was like some big ass issue like that. I mean, I met her at Jocelyn's video shoot, because actually her and Jocelyn had just made up because this girl named Melissa had helped them. And regular Mimi is like, okay, because now it's a lovely Mimi and a regular Mimi. Regular Mimi is like, who? What's her name? She's like, Melissa. She was like, see, I know Melissa, and that's fucked up. She's like riding the fence on if she want to be friends with me or Jocelyn, and she's basically apparently getting sick of that. And she was like, but I mean, I didn't know that. She was like, but Melissa knows. Melissa knows that Jocelyn has fucked over everybody in this room, including Dime. So I was a little taken aback that she is friends with her or whatever. Or befriended her or whatever. And Mimi is like, but I mean, I'm friends with her. She was cool to me. I didn't know it was no. Like, okay, bitch, you got a pass. All right, you get a pass, but you know, everybody else don't. So Tommy is there again, thanking her real supporters, people that really came there to love her and support her shit. And then her mother come in like, what? Hey, bitches. I'm like, do her mother know any of these people to be busting up, calling people bitches? Like, they your friends? These is not your friends. You don't know these people. Just as crazy than the motherfucker, just like fucking Tommy ass. So Tommy like, well, this hasn't been going as good as I thought that it would. And now my mother here, I hope it ain't no motherfucking problems. I hope she don't fuck up my shit as if it's not fucked up. Just cause Tammy was like, it's not messed up, it's messed up. It's messed up. Yeah. And that is where the episode ended. So we gonna see what the fuck her mother gonna do or whatever. Apparently Tommy gonna start crying, whatever. I don't know if they're gonna have a mother-daughter moment. It's gonna be very, very, you know, touching, very lovely, very beautiful, and all that sort of shit. But we gonna see for next motherfucking week. That's the question that I got. Okay, why is Dime? Because they was like, why would she be making up with Jocelyn? And she's like, cause she's a weak ass bitch and blah blah blah. Why is she weak for giving somebody the benefit of the doubt, or you know, second chance in a motherfucker, when you are doing the same thing? Like, you literally went to a group of bitches, women, sorry, I don't we call them women bitches. I'm not even that kind of person. Well, I do, but just in jest, but not in real life. But you went to a group of women and you asked them for their forgiveness, because you know, you want to turn over a new leaf. So you want people to see you in a different way. You want to be given a different a new chance. And Dime, that is how y'all are friends, because you asked for this chance. So you wouldn't even be motherfucking friends. So because somebody else did the same fucking thing and she also accepted theirs, she's weak? Why was she not weak when she did it for you, but she weak when she do it for Jocelyn? I mean, I'm just saying, you're gonna have to fucking accept that some motherfuckers might like your enemy. But and this is some dumb shit that Jocelyn did too, when she got mad at Carly for Carly hanging out with her girls. Like, essentially these motherfuckers are so crazy and paranoid that they think can't nobody be friends with, you know, two different sets of people. I got friends who don't like each other. I got a very close friend. I mean, she can't stand my sorority sisters. And it's pure hate. I just found out my best friend can't stand her neither. I'm like, really? Oh, okay, then I won't talk to you about her. Because clearly she doesn't want to hear that, okay? You can be friends with people who ain't friends. Just keep the shit separate. For the most part, they genuinely, because they don't like each other, they don't want to know nothing about each other. The other person never comes up in conversation. It can happen, okay? But yeah, that's hypocrisy, like, right there. That shit don't make no motherfucking sense. And then also, why is everybody cool with lovely Mimi? Why is she not being called an informant for going to Jocelyn's thing? She was there too. She keeps saying, and she's saying, I like Jocelyn, I think she's cool, I went to her thing, but nothing's happening to her. So it's all motherfucking just, this shit is fucking phony, and people just pick and choose who the fuck. Now, I like Dime. I do not like what she just did to Tammy, because I like Tammy, okay? And I guess, do I like Tammy more than Dime? Probably a little bit, but I think that Dime is, you know, she just seems like a pretty nice chick. She's pretty mellow. She's pretty even-tempered. She seemed like she don't really want a whole bunch of mess, but then she just came and got real messy with that thing. But she mad because she feel attacked or whatever. It's whatever. But it's a whole bunch of motherfuckers being hypocrites right now. This shit ain't making no motherfucking sense. Tommy needs to, the next time she get arrested, because come on, she's gonna get arrested. The next time she get arrested, she needs to be thrown in a nut house and medicated. Somebody needs to sedate this bitch and then talk to her when she is in her right mind. And only talk to her. And force her to be there for many months as they talk to her until she can get brainwashed into being a normal fucking person. Because this thing that she is trash. And that's how I feel about it. Anyway, if you agree with what I had to say, let me know down in the comments. If you disagree, let me know down in the comments. And until the next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out my previous video. I also have a beauty and lifestyle channel you can check out. Or swing by my fitness channel for a free workout. Don't forget to subscribe.